we go. Make sure I hit pause this time on my feedback. There we go. Hello, hello. Greetings and salutations. Back into the world here. It's all the good stuff. Our goal here today is hopefully we can see what's gonna go on there. Right? There's been quite a bit of that, I'll tell you that much. But I've had a bit of an idea here. It doesn't look like he's willing to go on the attack, with most of his fleet still being parked here. But it typically means he doesn't have anything going on over here. So I'm thinking we just throw a little party by going to his side of the sector. This should work well. Because even if he goes on the offense here, there's a lot he's gotta chew through here. Like, a lot. Alright, I don't have much in the way of extra upgrades. But let's get some of this going. Oh, I'll tell you what I do need. I'm gonna do something I haven't done in a long time. Build mines. Those take up 0 tactical slots, but they do require quite a bit of things. I'll tell you that much. Alright. So let's just... Oh, this is very different mines. It used to be just a whole group of them. That's fine, though. That is perfectly okay. We'll just build 1,000 mines here. And we gotta still wait for research, of course, on it, but that's okay, because we're also building other buildings. So that should hopefully prove to be a burden if he does try to enter his way through all that. In the meantime, we can talk about some of the other cool things. Okay, good. They're all chilling around here. Talk about other things that are happening. You can see just my list grows every time my ships just arrive. It's beautiful to see. During the Nintendo Direct yesterday, there were quite a bit of new games they were talking about. The first thing that came up on my list was Fall Guys is coming towards the Switch. Oh, now I leave. Now I leave. That's all it took. I just had to get out of there. Of course I did.
Structure complete.
Oh, not everybody's even grouped up in my usual thing there. That's all I had to do. I just had to get out of there. Apparently. Game is starting to lag a little bit just because of how much is going on there.
Our fleet is under attack.
We'll see how it goes. I got a lot of stuff going on there. Alright, let's get some more weapon upgrades.
Hostile forces have arrived.
Luckily, my fleet wasn't completely out of position by the time I went on the offense. This is all I was just trying to get done yesterday. It's all I wanted. But you can see, there's quite damage in that department there. My stuff's in big danger as well, however. Right, scoot out of the way and then just let them do their things. You can see, it's a lot. There's a lot going on over here. Poor little game's trying to go everything. What I don't see is the Titan. That kind of scares me. Because it was a part of that group.
Research complete.
However, that's not entirely bad news. Because it means that it's a smaller force he's got back here. Which means I can go on the offense. Because most of this is a good chunk of... like a good chunk fleet he's brought over here, and it's still not even his full power. But it means that there's way less things defending. Yeah, because he brought over at least 59 to Crusaders. And there were, when I scouted that area, 50, so... there's that. But anyway, while we clean up the mess there and go on the offense later, Fall Guys coming to the Switch is pretty cool. I lost one of my star bases. No problem. No problem. I can build more of those. I'll just build 2 because I'm going to guess the other one's going to fall down. I do know that with the Fall Guys on the Switch, you have to have the Nintendo Online membership in order to just play the game at all, but That's not
Our orders, Commander.
like that's not the worst thing in the world. It's
How can I
usually
be of
to be
service?
expected at this point. You just gotta
Link
assign
active.
some abilities around here.
Jay, Commander.
Good stuff.
Make it fast.
Perfect. Alright. There's a new Mario Golf game coming out as well called, what is it? Super Rush, I think it was. And that's actually pretty cool. It's been a long time since we've had a good Mario Golf game.
Ready to move out.
And
I've got
this one will have sort of the usual stuff that we see for consoles Mario Golf games. Yeah, you'll have your classic characters and whatnot doing their thing.
short.
Here we go. I'm still upgrading everybody, apparently. This is not my new life.
Complete. Reporting in.
But one of the cool things is that
For battle.
I believe the release for golf is going to be the end of June, I think they said, which is pretty impressive, actually. It's not too far off, realistically speaking.
Our orders, Commander.
But, so it'll feature, like, you can play as the regular characters, but you'll also be able to... Dang it! I wasn't paying attention. He reached the level I wanted him to. Dang it! Oh, whoops, there we go. We'll get it next time when he levels up. We'll get it next time.
Ready to deploy.
It's just only his most super
I've got
useful
your
ability
back.
he's got. Yeah, I see he's been sending a lot of ships back here.
Ready to move out.
So he's definitely probably got some sort of crazy fleet happening. But I think it's a good chance to strike. Can't believe we actually kept that base up and running. That's impressive. But everything else should mop up the defenses. Oh, he's angry. Oh, he's angry. This is why we started to upgrade everything here. But that's okay, because I'm going on the offense now. So he should be a little bit concerned once I show up at this base. It shouldn't be. Ooh, you're gonna need some upgrades, I think, buddy. Not like I don't have money to spend these days.
Research complete.
Alright. Just
Rerouting
grab
power
another
to
one
the
of
base
these.
drive.
Oh, I have another one. Right, because I built two. It's alright. If I take over that planet, we'll just park it over there. No problem. Alright.
To protect and serve.
Alright, let's get rid of that starbase. It's actually super weak at the moment, and he doesn't have a lot of forces, actually. I don't know where his Titan went. It left. That's impressive. That's impressive. So, that's why he's sending a bunch of forces this way. They're back on the defense.
How can I help you, Commander?
Anyway, with the new Mario Golf game, it's gonna feature a story mode where you can create like a little me character, and you level that up as like an RPG setting here. Oh, look at that, he's on the retreat already. It's basically similar to the Mario Golf game that I played. Oh, he is gone, super angry, and now Hobbs is now in mortal danger. Oh, he's beyond angry. He is super desperate, hitting me on every single side. I'm not too worried about the stars being a problem. I do need to make sure all these educators die, though. That is a problem. Alright. Let's get this Protov into position there. I'm going to start telling my guys to occupy the planet, I suppose. I don't think I gave him an ability to go colonize it.
Where do you need me?
Nope, I didn't colonize you. I'm pretty certain I only have one of you. That's a problem. But yeah, it'll be super cool to have a good a Mario Golf game that once again features having the good stuff. The little RPG classics of leveling up my golfing character. So I'm all down for that plan.
Complete.
I do have... did I lose both of my little... I did. I don't have any more of the little colony frigates anymore. Probably because they got shot down when from this little army here. That's a possibility. However, we'll just keep going through. Chances are my defenses are going to hold better than his defenses against me, considering what I've got set up entirely. He's still moving forward. Could be a problem. Educators are slowly moving into range. Alright. At least tell me I upgraded you guys. There we go. When the move button and the camera button are the same button, slight problems. How's it going here, boys? I mean, it looks better. Could be worse. I will tell you to go after the educators because they are the biggest threat to my little empire. Okay, that's a big thing. I'm glad we sent the little guy out there first. Let me back out and see what he's got. He doesn't have a star base, but the Titan is somewhere in that mess. Well, that is something to notice about that. He's got a lot of health in that planet. Alright, we want to kill the Titan. We want to desperately get rid of that. He doesn't need that anymore. Alright. Okay, we've lowered the force quite a bit over here. That's good news. Bears all around. I'm just to have them go after the long-range guy. Why not? This is all split up. Weirdly. That's a little bit better now. That's a little bit better. Let's see. There is a new Star Wars game coming out called Star Wars Hunters. Not a whole lot of information on it at the moment, other than it's going to be a free-to-play third-person shooter type of game. So that'll be interesting. Smell weakness in the water. Smell... What, buddy? Stop it. No! Stop it. You can't go that way. There's reasons I put stuff in front of that. It's not for you. You can go be sat somewhere else, just not over there. I'll do it. I'll throw stuff. You'll get the picture eventually. Alright, well, at least we killed the Titan. Again. Yeah, no real info. Most likely will be like a winter release date kind of deal. So not entirely. Good to see them doing something new. Gotta get abilities unlocked here for everybody. All the big abilities, too, for some of these guys. Hobbs, there is food in your bowl. It is there. You'll figure it out one day. I can't babysit you the entire time. Can't do it. Right? Hang on. Hang on, he is being super sad. Gonna need my ammunition wherever I put it. He's lucky. I can't find my throwable items. But he'll understand. He'll figure it out. It's rough being a cat. Just cannot imagine living a life that sad as a Hobbs. There we go. There's a colonize ability. Now I can start taking planets again. Alright, well, I'll lose that starbase. Not the biggest surprise in the world. I do have an extra one.
Unity calls.
So let's send him that way then. Hobbs, it's not that bad. I'm telling you. If you just looked at your food bowl and went, maybe I should eat the food, your life would be so much easier. Just would be so much nicer. Hobbs's. Oh no, I can't let you have that. I can't let you have that.
How can I help you, Commander?
I don't know what made you think you were allowed to build a starbase while I'm on the offensive, but that's a no. That is a no. Alright. This is what my life has become. Upgrading just abilities left and right. I actually will get that ability since I am going to be going towards planets that he probably owns. No, I definitely Definitely lost it. Oh gosh. Alright. Let me go see how terrible it is.
I've got your
I have to
back.
wait for this all to finish up anyway.
Comm channel open.
How many left is there? It's actually quite a bit of ships. What I am going to do is I'm going to target the planet and start bombing it so I can take it over.
This better not be another suicide mission.
I better at least show Hobbs. There is food in his bowl. He's just being sad. Just
Nothing
being
of value
sad.
has been found. Structure complete. Phase jump complete.
Get back here. Get back here. You'll figure it out one day, Hobbs. Now, food is meant to be eaten. I can't just willy-nilly give you food.
Nothing of value has
Hi.
been found.
Hi. Come here. Yes, this is your punishment. You get to be up here with me.
Structure complete.
Yes, hello. Hello. Yeah, you're never up here. Not much is happening on my end anyway. Can't believe all I had to do was actually just leave my planet for him to go on the offense so that I could go win. Alright, now that he's been properly punished. Doesn't like being manhandled. Would rather just not. But he'll figure it out. He knows where his food bowl is.
Found a powerful artifact.
Ooh, nice. There's an artifact sitting there the entire time he didn't even discover it. Actually, that starbase has done really well for it being on the verge of death. Just go through the door, Hobbs. That's all you gotta do.
Come in,
That's
TACOM.
all you gotta do, buddy. I don't even know which one I got. Max allegiance increase. Yes. Chance to convert 1%. That's good. If toddlers were evil, Hobbs would be one. I'm like nobody should have to put up
Found an enemy colony.
with what I do for Hobbs.
Colony has been found.
Alright, next planet.
I'll never fail.
So we are 3 jumps away from where his colony planet is, and boy have we whittled down his numbers. He's still up ahead of me in research and fleet. Not surprised necessarily by the fleet numbers, kind of surprised by the research numbers. It means he's done a lot. Like, he's gotten, like, all of these, like, frigates for sure, I'll tell you what. But,
Comsat has detected inbound hostiles.
oh, he wants to build a starbase again. Oh, I got an achievement. What? Frigate killer. I'm pretty certain I've had that before. Pretty certain about that. Just because of how many times I've played this game. I'll have to keep an eye on that one. Anyway, I'm going to tell you to stop since he jumped right in front of me. And you'll just take care of the problem. And it's no longer a problem. That is how you solve somebody jumping a starbase towards your position. Alright, let's see. There's a new game from Square Enix called Triangle Strategy. That's at least the working title so far they've got. But, oh, I'm going to lose that other starbase. Alright. Oh, he's so... Hobbs, stop it.
Structure
Like, there is a
complete.
food bowl. Go eat it. Or I'll throw stuff at you.
Research complete.
I'll do it. I can't have him messing with the door. That's the problem. He knows full well.
Phase jump on
He
my
knows
mark.
full well he's in danger.
All power to jump drive.
Stop it. There we go. He'll figure it out. He'll figure it out. I had to actually punish him, but he knows he's being bad on purpose. Here we go. What do we got here? Okay, that's actually a big starbase, but luckily they're on the attack. He's got one capital ship here. A lot of frigates, but just the one capital ship. And of course, that big It's actually pretty well fortified. Did lose the other starbase, it must be said. I can see that. Oh, and he destroyed the one that was being built. But he doesn't have a whole lot of anything else, if we're being honest. Alright. He's just parking them there.
Comsat has detected inbound
Just
hostiles.
waiting around. I don't think I have to... I think I have to actually retreat. Go back. Make sure... Yep. Make sure nobody's doing their things there. I think I have to just kind of leave that be till he evacuates that spot before I rebuild. It's going to be interesting to see the stats on how many star bases I've lost. Because it's a lot. It's not a small number. It's going to be a noticeable number. Alright, I'm going to start acquiring upgrades now just simply because I can. Alright, they're jumping away. No longer going to be a problem.
Our orders, Commander.
10 educators, yep. Just get out of my little system, please, so I can build my precious star bases. It's very rude that you do try to keep taking them out. Not a fan of that, personally speaking. Ooh, I captured that one so I can see what's going on at this planet. No defenses. He's got a handful of things left. I'm not really worried about that. It's a defense vessel. Not gonna take on my planet anytime shortly. Alright.
For the coalition.
Tell him to actually start attacking this planet like crazy. I mean, their force is already jumping back after jumping in. Again. Good stuff there.
One of our enemies has finished attacking.
Oh, he built his Titan. He's so cool. He's so cool. There's a new game, also for me, I believe it's called Knockout City. It basically looks like a dodgeball game, but it looks like you move as like a small squad. Whoops, that would be that. It looks like you move as like a small squad rather than like as large teams or whatnot. Not a whole lot of information on it as well, but I'm like, it seems to be just a fun spin of a kind of a shooter style, but it's dodgeball and whatnot, where you're working as a small team going crazy out there. I think they actually destroyed. Nope, both are back here. Good. I got worried there for a second. Alright, you're either going to jump away or jump towards my base. I'm telling you, I'm ready for the jump towards the base. Look at this. Look at this. There's not a lot. Let's be honest here. Let's just add a couple more defenses. Make everything all nice and shiny for their arrival. Let's see. Hades is also coming to...
Wiped out an enemy colony.
Ooh, nice. I like wiping out colonies. Especially when they're not my own. Alright, let's go on the offense. He's in so much trouble. Like, I'm just not stopping this assault. He's lost so many planets. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
Research complete.
Don't be my neighbor, though. Right? More adventures on the way. For sure. Oh, and with all these planets I've been acquiring, I can build more cannons. Oh, it is a good day. It is a good day. No tactical slots available. I'm gonna change that.
Research complete.
Problem's been fixed. Cannons everywhere. Another level up. Doesn't get that old. Trying to send in some reinforcements. It's gonna be a little bit tricky given how much of my stuff is still actually alive. I've used 2,182. I think, I'm trying to remember if it was 55 or 60 of each of my frigates I have, and I've realistically only lost 17 frigates that I started with. It's not bad. It was a good number there. The Ninja Gaiden series, which I believe was originally on the 360, could be wrong about that, but that's getting a remaster as well and coming towards the Switch. Not sure if anything else is not sure if it's coming to other platforms and whatnot, just because it's a third-party game. But I was like, that's cool, reliving that. There was also like a big Capcom bundle they're bringing to the Switch as well. So I'm like, that's cool. Hyrule Warriors is getting an expansion pass, which is kind of similar to like the DLC content of Breath of the Wild, where it'll add like a couple extra other things to the mix. Oh, I found an artifact there. When did I miss that? Just recently. Got it. After I colonized the planet. Of course I did.
Where do you need me?
But that'll be pretty cool. We'll see what it adds, like, officially. If it turns out to be super good and whatnot. One of the bigger announcements is they didn't have any new news for Breath of the Wild 2. But they said that they hope to have news of it by the end of the year. So that's something to look forward to. On top of that, they're doing an HD re-release version of Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword was originally on the... I'm actually going to start telling them to it. Oh, I already have the planet. Never mind. Go on the offense. Go for the offense. I'm going to need to find my colonizable guy again, though. It's a problem. There we go. Go colonize that planet. So, just so I can have it. But,
The price on our head has increased.
no, that's not good, because I disabled the pirates, so they're not really a thing, so you're wasting your money on that. Tell you what. Second on defense is still second on research. This is impressive. This guy must have researched a bunch, because I'm going crazy with all these upgrades now. Just spending them left and right. I'm running out of crystal as a result. But on the plus side, I'm getting everything here.
Our orders, Commander. True to the
It's one way, I guess, to like a video game. It's one reason, I suppose.
More crystal is
And more
needed.
crystal. Look at all this money I have. Look at all that. There we go. Go back to spending it on research here. Well, that doesn't get old. Perfect. Look at all that research.
Planet development.
Gonna add it to my little colony of research I already have. It's gonna be beautiful. Increase bombing damage. That's necessary.
To protect
Yep,
and
they're on the
serve.
move to the home planet now. Good stuff.
Prepare for phase
But yeah, Skyward Sword was originally just on the Wii.
phase jump complete.
It's important to note that it actually served... Okay, he does have that Titan somewhere in that ugly mix of things. I want to make sure we attack that as a team and get rid of it. Well, we don't need that sticking around anymore. Yeah, look at all that research I've got going on.
Research complete.
It's gonna be great. Alright, now that Hobbs has officially calmed down,
Finished.
only took you 30 minutes, buddy.
Research complete.
Just would have been nice had it happened sooner. But Skyward Sword introduced a stamina system for sprinting,
Nothing of
and while you couldn't climb on every single wall, you could climb on some vine walls, which drained your stamina and whatnot. There was also actually an upgrade system for your items that you used, like a slingshot, bow, and arrow. You could upgrade those to be better, stronger. Shields as well got that as well. So it played a little bit of a role when it came to
complete. Nothing of value.
Skyward or Breath of the Wild. The nice part about Skyward Sword, because it was only on the Wii, you had to get used to the
Complete.
motion controls. Now we get that ability. That's important. This is the Inspire and Impair. It reduces the cooldown of my weapons fire for all my friendly ships, and it also impairs his weapon cooldown, so it takes longer for him to shoot while increasing my ability to
Ready
shoot.
to deploy.
And I meant to get that the last time when he reached level 6, because that's a level specific ability. Oh, I guess I nuked to the planet. Good job, cannons. You do you. Speaking of which, I'm certain the other cannons are now operational. We're gonna set them on auto fire, cause we can. I don't need to be in control of these. They do you. Can't believe the pirate base hasn't actually fallen at this point with how much it's taken. But anyway, the nice part about the HD version is that you can still you can use the gyroscopic controls on the Joy-Cons to still make it work. But you can also just use, it'll have essentially just a regular controller mode where you can use the right joystick to perform the actual slashes of the sword. And this is good news because I think this will make Skyward Sword a better. It'll appeal to more people who don't want to do the gyroscopic motion controls. But this also has another feature that could become a thing. Since they committed to making essentially just a controller mode for that game, it's possible that we could get like Metroid Prime Trilogy on the Switch. That's been a rumor for like the past 2 years, if we're being honest. But they could do it where it has both a gyroscopic mode and a controller mode, given the fact that Metroid Prime 1 and 2 were originally, you know, just GameCube controller modes. But when the trilogy came out on the Wii, it's basically converted into motion controls. So I'm like, if they're willing to do that, there's a good chance we'll see Metroid Prime, you know, the Metroid Prime trilogy or Metroid Prime 4 kind of go that same route where they might do one or both. We'll see. We'll see how that all works out.
Research complete.
Alright, look at that planet. That planet is almost ours. We do have to wait because we sort of nuked it, so I can't recolonize it for a while. Which is okay, it's not like there's stuff here that we can't attack. Oh, and hostile culture is also too strong. That could be a problem. But because we got rid of his planet, which was producing culture, without the help of buildings and whatnot, we just have to park ourselves here, just wait for it, claim the planet once more, and then we'll... I can't believe he actually hasn't surrendered yet. Why won't he leave? I mean, to be fair, like, these could have been useful, let's be real here. Those could have been useful as part of the fleet, but he has just chosen to park here, being rude, while I go take care of the rest. Okay, now this planet is ready to colonize. Stop it. Don't do it. Thank you. I don't want you to use your little neutralizer iron bolt. As useful as it is, I need you to colonize the planet first. That's important to me. Right, must be on Hobbs' team. Hobbs has taught him well. Let's grab some more research, because I need it. Actually, some of this research I don't even need, in the sense that it's not as useful because some of these, like, I'm increasing like the population limit of ocean type planets, which I don't have. So
Our orders, Commander.
that's good stuff there. In a weird way, I want him to surrender, just so we can be done with that. I might have seen some pirates actually jumping in, causing planets there. But I also don't want him to surrender yet, because I want this planet to see what the artifact is that he just found. If he had found that sooner, it might have been a big helpful boost, like in a long-term sense. I think I got everything in the defense tree now. Not that it's a terribly big tree, but that's a pretty good sign. Okay, yes, now I'm first in everything. Finally, I had to do a lot of research to get to that, and luckily, I still have more to go through. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, he shouldn't have control of that planet anymore. Not with 4 cannons firing on all cylinders. But yeah, so Skyward Sword. The amazing thing about Skyward Sword is that it comes out this summer, like July 10th, I think they said for that. So it's coming out pretty shortly. Wasn't quite expecting even an HD title coming out for the Switch soon before Breath of the Wild, but because it means that it's been in the works for quite a while. I will say, like, looking at the video for it, it looks really good. Like, that's not to say it didn't look good
Research complete.
on the Wii. It's actually, like, a pretty... Okay, that one's fully powered up as it gets, but luckily, it's why we brought torpedo cruisers. Make short work of his star bases. Like, you think 10 educators is enough for 2 star bases? Let me tell you, what do I have now? I have 53 torpedo cruisers for 1 star base. Like, get on my level, son. Not to mention the rest of my fleet also helping out. He just relaunched a Titan. That's not good. There it is. I see you. Luckily, my little guy disabled you. You made it to level 3? While we were fighting? As I was destroying you? It's nice, though. I'm glad you had enough resources to go and build one. Alright, there goes that starbase. We gotta... That planet didn't actually fall. That is a problem. I'm just gonna go make sure we take that back. You just stay there. Don't do anything. Keep getting us stunned, basically. It'll be fine. I didn't mean to... I meant to click close out of that, not... Anyway.
Good day, Commander.
Nothing to worry about. Here we go, just
How can I help you, Commander?
put some more upgrades out there for the whole world to see.
I've been thinking.
Here we go. More experience.
Something destroyed.
Nope. Yes.
Ready and waiting.
And yep.
I've obliterated
Yes,
your
there we go. Okay, so we didn't get to see what that was. Well, actually, I'll just keep playing just so I can... Because if I just park here long enough... So we quitted basically as soon as I took out that planet. I didn't even get to take out his Titan. So that'll be good there, because I really want to know what this is. I'll tell you what, but we did officially win. We got that under control now. Gonna have to probably wait for a bit for culture to die down. Gonna be necessary.
Research complete.
Does he have any... He doesn't have any buildings here producing culture. It's just basically regular stuff by the looks of it. Oh, now I can't colonize because it's got strong bombardment radiation. Not my fault.
Research complete.
Don't know how it happens.
Research complete.
Anyway, I think that's all the major games, really, that I saw that were coming out there. But it's some good stuff. Not gonna lie.
Com channel open.
Good number of games for the mighty Nintendo Switch on its way and all that.
I've
So
got
be-
your back.
Good stuff to look forward to. We'll see what the end of the year will have in store as well. Like, I wasn't expecting to hear anything about Metroid Prime. It seems too early. I've always said that the earliest I could possibly hear anything about it would be like the end of 2021, and realistically I think it's going to be like news during 2022, release like late 23, early 24 kind of time schedule there. So, like, not too terribly upset by that. I actually wouldn't mind, though, if they did, like,
To the car.
a Metroid collection on the Switch. Like, either, like, the two, like, I would assume eventually, like, a Metroid Prime trilogy would come out. There we go. Alright, now, show me your goodies here. Tell me what you were hiding here. I gotta know. But it would be nice to see, like, the 2D Metroids as one collection.
Research complete.
The...
Nothing of value has been found.
like, I'm certain that Metroid's gonna come up on an anniversary at some point. Wouldn't be that surprising. Just, like, if they did that as kind of the big thing. Like, it can't be that far off. I think the first Metroid was, like, 2 years after Legend of Zelda. Could be wrong about that. But, we'll see.
Nothing
We'll
of
see.
value
That would be
has been
wishful
found.
thinking there. Alright, just wait it out here at this point, and then we can take a look at my winning stat screen, because I really want to know, what didn't he find on this planet? To be fair, he also had this planet, which could have been helpful, but tiny details. Like, all it did was just give more max allegiance, which does help in the income department, but not necessary to, like, just overthrow an empire, as it were. Alright, wait for the third one. Third time's the charm? Maybe?
Research complete.
There we go, it was. Ion field generator. Okay, that actually, whoops, I moved the window very slightly. Did that mess up? Not too terribly. I can live with that. Not too terribly. So that does the protection from bombardment? Yeah. Ironically, that helps him out. That helped him out in the end as I was bombing his planets. That makes some sort of sense, because my cannons are considered bombing damage. So that's probably the reason why that asteroid was still alive after it took a hit. That would make sense. Well, it makes perfect sense indeed. Actually, no, let's go full throttle, because I've got some extra time. Let's go see about this planet, which I only explored 9,056 seconds ago. So good stuff there. But yeah, no, the Nintendo Direct was pretty good. I'm like, there's actually a good number of games that excited to look into. I know there's also Bravely Default 2, which we've known for quite a while. That's coming out pretty shortly, but they released an updated demo version for that game to try out, which I'm like, that's good, because I really liked the Bravely Default 2, the first two Bravely Default games, which is weird to say that Bravely Default 2 is the third game in the series. But that's how it is. The second one was actually a direct sequel to the... Alright. Where's my guy? Is he gonna colonize?
Where do you need
Yes, okay, good. Go colonize that planet. We gotta see if there was an artifact hidden here as well. Because everywhere else we've explored, just not that one. Well, technically there could be something on the pirate base. But that's usually not worth it as far as, like, exploration's concerned. It usually just ends in sadness. But it is fun to get a pirate base, I'll tell you that. You can get a pretty hefty income off of a pirate base. But yeah, so I have to play the Bravely Default's new demo, because the first demo they put out was actually a little difficult. Like, the leveling, it was a little bit hard to level up, and you needed to level up just to kind of have a good time with the first quest kind of deal. But it's like, you know, it's a demo. Like, you can't, it's hard to accurately gauge somewhere in the middle of an adventure where, you know, how difficult should enemies be, how easy should it be to level up kind of deal. But so it's like, you can't really blame them entirely for that. It's just nice that we have a demo of the game at all, really. So good stuff. Good stuff all around. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I know Fall Guys is supposed to be releasing sometime during the summer, which might be in the middle of it might be in the middle of a season, because I think we're down to like maybe 2 weeks left in our current Season 3 Battle Pass that they've got going on there. So it'll be interesting to see. It might be, if it's like a late summer, it's possible they'll come in on like basically during what would be Season 5 of the game. Alright, we've only found one thing so far, which was another planetary shield. Again, that could have been actually useful for him, if he managed to explore that.
The price on our head has increased.
You're dead! How could you be increasing the price against me? Like, how dare you? Not that it does anything, because I turned off that option, but it's just rude. Just very rude indeed. Trying to think. I know eventually, like, there's Apex Legends, which is coming to the Switch, which is arriving during the mid-season, but they're doing, like, basically it's like, I think it's like 40 free ranks through their Battle Pass system, and it'll have, like, double XP for quite a while, so you can... Alright, so there was nothing on the planet. But basically, once Apex Legends lands on March 9th, you can just start it up, get some quick things to help just get some customization going, and then play to get all the good stuff. Here's our score screen. I like to look at this. He jumped way up very briefly, how did he do that for credit income? Went from basically 70, like from 20 to 70 back to 20 in a very short amount of time. Couple minutes. How did that happen? And eventually I took the lead. That's not surprising. Because right about here is probably when I started building my cannons. Gonna take a wild guess at that, what was happening there. Credits available. Yeah, look at that. You can tell when I just bought a bunch of stuff. That was definitely part of the research thing there. Let's see. Let's take a look at structures. Star bases. You can see the number of times I lost a star base. Gained a star base quickly. That was when I did the 2, I think. Yeah, went up to that. I don't know if it's on this one, because the Duke is supreme indeed. Yeah, star base is destroyed. He killed 14 of my star bases. That's incredible. I killed 4 of his, and they were all on his planets. To be fair, so 2 were at his asteroid fields. Definitely 4 were at least my side of the asteroids, if not more. We had 2 that got destroyed, I think, on my Terran planet. Can't remember entirely. But that was... I lost a lot of star bases. Well worth it, though, because let me tell you, number of... all the fighters, like, I destroyed way more. I don't think there's a... Yeah, there's not a lost there, but I destroyed a lot of little strike craft. Squads destroyed. Ha! Beautiful. Look at all that frigates. He destroyed 131 frigates at the end of the day versus my 1,237. Just... Oh, I made it to 1,239 out of the very end, apparently. Capital ships? Oh, yeah. Look at that. 20 capital ships I destroyed. He destroyed 2 of mine, which he destroyed 1 very early on. Looks like about the hour mark. I can't remember exactly when. Probably involved with this planet down here that I was holding on to. And then he destroyed another one at almost the 2-hour mark. Was super rude. Well worth trading star bases for capital ships, though. Titans destroyed? I destroyed, yeah, 4 times. I destroyed his Titan 4 times. Never even got to close getting mine. I think one time I might have, but details. Definitely destroyed a lot of structures. I think star bases count as structures when you destroy them, which is probably where this 23 comes into play. Not to mention destroying, like, the turrets and other things like that. Did destroy 5 mines, which is interesting. Curious about where that happened, because I don't think that's when I built them. Although it could be, if I'm being honest. It could be when I built those. Pirates destroyed. I destroyed 10 pirates total. I'm so cool. Damage done for days. Gonna look at the Empire. So, oh yeah, look at this. Oh, this is beautiful what's going on here. Galaxy culture percentage. Eventually, I got up all the way to 91%. And then this, so you could tell the immediate moment when he built his culture bomb cannon, and then it just was that every 6 minutes. That was what was going on there. That is beautiful. Like, this is all normal stuff what's happening here. Like, he started to spread his culture, and then eventually I got up there. Then he started to spread, and then we were trading back and forth, and then culture bombs left and right, and then I solved that problem eventually. But that is art right there. That's worthy of a screenshot, by the way. Let me just... There we go. Screenshot saved. Oh, he did a lot of combat research. He was at 63, so it wasn't until I did my whole thing there that I finally surpassed him just on the combat research. That would be, like... the frigate research, attacking research, and whatnot. Defense research, yeah, that... Eventually you just plateau because you can't really get that much, but not too surprised he got that. Oh, I didn't even catch up on non-combat research, so he actually had a good amount of things economy-wise, essentially. Some good stuff there. Artifact discoveries, I eventually discovered all of them. Actually, I'm kind of surprised we tied up on fleet research. Typically right about here is normal for me, but I invested quite a bit more since he had. Starbase upgrades? Oh yeah. It's not even a question. How many starbases I had? Come on. Come on. Bounty on head? Yes. Spent 2,000 credits on me. What a shame. None of those there. User actions. Spent a lot more, but it was almost a 4-hour game, so it's a little bit. Usually, like, in a normal length game, you're looking about 2.5 hours, and it's usually about 3,000 actions, and that's usually attributed to how many clicks of the mouse you're doing there. I did completely rock that one. You can... Planet Zone, this is where usually you can see, like, it's just a straight line, and then that's when I finally went on the offense. But you can see the number... You can see this all happening here is just from the cannons. And eventually, you know, once I started actually on the attack, it just drops. But this is all cannons doing their work. That's just what they do there. Colonized... Yeah, he colonized 18 planets at the end of the day, which there's not that many planets in the system, so... Right, had more time to do more stuff indeed. Liberated 4 planets from the evil advent. Oh, we actually explored the same number of planets. Oh, right, because that's not the actual exploration thing. That's just how many planets we discovered in the system. That makes way more sense. Yeah, he definitely had way more population at one point, but when he started taking some cannon hits, you don't get that number back up, and then I just start taking planets. It's good stuff. Good stuff all around. Oh yeah, he did destroy half of the mines I placed, more or less. So that is interesting. Max capital ships, 35. I could have had them all out if I really tried. Would have been required a lot more fleet research probably, but I could have done it. I could have done it. Oh, I got somebody up to level 9. I didn't even see that. That's actually pretty cool. Highest you can get capital ships is up to 10, so I got pretty close. Capital ship experience, not even a chance. He did... You can purchase capital levels up to a certain level, so he definitely spent a lot. I usually don't. Not a thing I do. Yeah, that would be the nice way to go, is that he destroyed them by running into them, instead of actually hunting them down. Capital ships total. Yeah, I stuck with 2 for a long time. He had 9 capital ships. Oh, I saw it. That was double digits. Double digits very briefly, and then I sort of destroyed one of them, I bet. But he had 10 capital ships total at one point in time. And then he sort of lost them at one battle, which I don't remember. That was 2 sessions ago, maybe 3 sessions ago. He lost a bunch of his... Oh, that might have been when he was attacking at my asteroid fields with the star bases. That would make sense if that's what happened. Would make a lot of sense, actually. But I think that's all the really cool stuff. I mean, this, like, used ship slots, like, you just see me plateau. I don't use them that much, that often there. Just some cool other things. Metal income rates. Just cool things there. Crystal never really got to where I wanted it to be, but it does. It does fine on its own. 14, yeah, so I was barely higher than that little peak apparently I had, and then quickly lost it, I'm sure, due to research. I'm sure that's exactly what happened there. But yeah, good stuff. I'm glad I got to show off this game, especially me doing a hard mode. Granted, it took a while. This guy was not... I mean, we wasted an hour waiting for him to go on the attack, and then all I had to do, apparently, was just leave so he would go on the attack. But that was exactly what I was waiting for. I'm like, I can win if he attacks. Like, I had a pretty good chance of losing that fight if I went on the offense, just because of how many frigates he had waiting at that planet. But I was like, if I can just get him to attack me. And then I was like, all right, I'll just go to the other planet. And luckily they weren't that far off when he was like, nope, I'm going to send them in now. Like, thanks. That's exactly what I was hoping for. But it was good. I'm glad I got to show the game off. It's definitely like my favorite like RTS game to play. Just, it's a good classic. Played it for an incredibly long time. And just, the mod enables me to replay the game with a little bit extra difficulty, as it were. Because let me tell you, I played the base game quite enough times. Quite enough indeed. But I think that is going to be it for today. I'll have something new next week we'll play and whatnot. The next time we do streaming. Right? It is one of my favorites. Glad you enjoyed that. I will say I don't know about Tuesday working out for streaming. Kind of up in the air. We'll let you know otherwise. Thursday I think is the safer day, but we'll see how that goes. Just letting you know, be aware of that. Also, so I should mention as well, because of, I didn't have time to do videos this week because of the Nintendo Direct thing, you know, was more worried about that. And then on top of that, if I remember this correctly, tomorrow is going to be BlizzCon, which is where Blizzard's going to talk about some of their games like StarCraft, Overwatch, probably Diablo as well. So no videos at all this week, but next week, those videos should be up. I'll have the next set of videos up for next week, and then we should be back on schedule, other than streaming just being up in the air when that does happen. It's a weird week. Weird 2 weeks, I should say. But, you know, we play by ear on this channel. We go with the flow, as it were. But, until then, I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I will go enjoy mine, especially now that somebody's decided to take a nap after eating the food bowl that was inside this food bowl there. I'm pretty certain I said food bowl twice. It's normal. But, enjoy your weekend, and we will see you next time. Take care, everyone.